Hey fam, welcome back. So I thought today it might be fun to go over my blush collection. I have not really felt like coming on camera, as I'm sure you guys have been able to notice. However, I figured this is a nice way for me to be able to talk with you guys, create some content, and just spend some time together. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. Let's go ahead and get into these drawers. So my blush collection, I've actually moved down to this drawer here. And I've reconfigured things a bit so that I would get better use out of my products. I put a couple of face palettes in here that are more blush heavy or that I would use for more blushes, including this one that you guys actually have not even seen yet, which is the Opv Beauty Born To Shine palette. I am dying to use this one. It looks so beautiful. So I have some face palettes in here. In here we have some cream products, liquid products, all different brands. So I'm just gonna pull all of this out and we will go over all of these beautiful products. So I imagine this one is gonna be a long one. I am enjoying a Spindrift Sparkling Water non-spawn while we go through these blushes. So yeah, let's go ahead and just start with the first container. So I thought just for funsies, we would just go ahead and start with the palettes I've moved to my blush drawer. We did go over these in my palette video, but I just wanted to sort of highlight them. These are ones I'm trying to get a little bit more use out of. So my Nars blush palette, the Jouer Bouquet d'Amour blush palette. I felt like with my face palettes, they were all just so squished in that one face palette drawer that I was never reaching for them. So this has actually helped so far. This is the Saharan Blush Volume 2 palette from Juvia's Place. I also have this one from Ofra. This is the Island Time face palette. And even though it has a highlighter in here, I figured there's more blushes. It's kind of more blush heavy, so I have that in the blush drawer. And then my Glowing in Grease palette, which I absolutely love. And I know Angela pointed out that I had forgotten to swatch this palette in my face palette video. So let me give you guys some swatches. I totally realized that too when I was finished editing it. I'm like, girl, but look at these beautiful blushes. And then I will swatch the highlighters for you as well. So here we have the swatches of the Glowing in Grease palette from BH Cosmetics. This is absolutely one of my favorite blush palettes. I use this one all the time. And then this is my newest blush palette. This is the Opv Born To Shine. I love that there are matte blushes, but there are also some glowy blushes. I love that there are such a nice variety of colors in here. This is so beautiful. So I'm so excited to play with this one. And I have my Menagerie blush palette, but I keep that with my indie eyeshadow palettes. So these are the blush palettes I've moved to my blush drawer in an effort to get better use out of these little beauties. I also wanted to point out, I have a little, this is my little stash actually that I've been working out of for like the past month. So I haven't been doing so many Shop My Stashes. I've been actually working on panning some products. So I have some lippies in here and primers and moisturizers. I have my bronzer here and then some like brow products, lashes I'm using right now, some face products, as well as some powder face products. So I wanted to take these guys out. Obsessed with this Shade and Light palette. I want the new KVD Apple foundation so badly because I have a feeling it is the same formula as this palette. This is the Cream Contour, which I've been obsessed with. It is such a beautiful formula. I cannot wait to get that Apple foundation. I have Ulta emailing me when it's back in stock. But anyway, I have these few blushes that I've been working on panning. I have this one from Essence. This is the Satin Touch blush in the shade Satin Coral. And I also have the Essence Satin Touch blush in the shade Satin Love. And then also the Butter blush. This is in Vintage Rouge. So this is the same formula as the butter bronzer. It smells like the butter bronzer. I love this formula. It is so pretty. Just like a really pretty kind of cool tone mauve shade. I figured these would be like a nice little array to use because there's all different kinds of colors. Like this one is a little bit more mauve, a little bit more like neutral mauve though. You can see it's a little bit more tan. the Essence versus the pink of the Vintage Rouge. And then this one is a little bit more peachy. So if you've seen blush on my face in like the last 2 months, girl, it was these. Here's the peachy one. So I thought that would be a nice little array where I could kind of choose one based on the eyeshadow look or lippy I was going for. And I've been loving these. And I mean, even with exclusive use, I haven't even worn the pattern out yet. Now, I only pretty much wear makeup on the weekends, sometimes during the week. If I was going to the office every day, I would be wearing makeup every day. But because I've been working from home, girl, I've been working in my pajamas, to be totally honest with you. So I'm not bothering to put makeup on before work. But I do still love playing with it, especially on the weekends when I have more time. These are the 3 blushes I'm working on trying to pan. We'll see if I get too bored with them or frustrated with lack of progress. I may just switch them out and let them live their best life and move on to other blushes, because I have so many blushes I would love to use and it's gonna take me forever. It might take me a year to pan even like one of these blushes. So we'll see how that goes. But right now I've been pretty happy using those products. And it's been kind of fun to stick to a stash so I can try to use some products up. I've been able to move some things to my empties basket by doing this method with the little stash. I'm almost through with this brow pencil, which makes me really happy. So yeah, this is my little current stash. And now let's move on to the beautiful blushes from my drawer. So here is the first basket that we have to go over, and we'll just start in the beginning. So the first blush here is this one from Dior. This is the Dior Backstage Rosy Glow. And this is such a unique blush color. It's almost like electric pink, but it doesn't come across this way on the skin. It's kind of cool toned and very unique. It's just very soft and really pretty. Love this blush. And the packaging is beautiful. Next, I have the Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Pillow Talk Cheek to Chic in Pillow Talk Intense. I thought this would be a little bit different because I have so many pinky peachy blushes. So this one's like a little bit more neutral, a little bit deeper. It's like a really beautiful, like deeper neutral shade. And then you've got this little pop in the center that you can put on the apples. I think this is really beautiful, like a beautiful neutral nudie blush. Next, we have the Kkkw Blush Bronzer Duo Compact. So this is technically 2 products in one, but I put it with the blushes. And we've got a peachy blush on this side and like a bronzer. So there is our blush bronzer combination. Pretty soft. I think this is really beautiful. I'm so glad they released these in the springtime. It's right before spring, because I think these are really beautiful spring tones. Just like a soft bronzer, a soft blush. Love this. Next, from Ofra, we have the beautiful Samantha March Blush Duo in Chick Lit. In this one, we have the matte and glowy blush. This is the blush shade in Samantha March's new collab with Ofra coming out this Monday. Today is Saturday, so I'm so excited for that. And then we have the matte blush here, so really beautiful. Next, from Anastasia Beverly Hills, I have this little blush trio in Peachy Love. So we have Nectarine, Ginger, and Miami. And I'd like to definitely get some more use out of this palette. I always have the best intentions with this little guy, and I like never reach for him. So I'm hoping that now that I've taken him out of my face palette drawer, put him with my blushes, I will get better use out of all of these products. And we have my Cover FX blushes. So this first one is Soft Peach. We've got a glowy side and a matte side, just a really pretty soft apricot-y peach shade. We also have this next one, which is Pink Dahlia. And this is just like a really pretty soft peachy pink. This is like so gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Just like celestial. We have this guy here is our Warm Honey blush. And this one I think is kind of similar to the Charlotte Tilbury in that it's kind of like a warm nude shade. It's obviously a little bit, maybe a little bit warmer than the Charlotte Tilbury, but it's kind of got that same like warm nude shade. So pretty. Sorry I'm not swatching all of these. We will be here all day. And And as it's been hard enough for me to create content and edit, I just don't want to put that kind of pressure on myself. So if there's anything specific you guys want to see, let me know. So we have the Cover FX in Sweet Mulberry. This one is so beautiful. This one I will swatch for you because I think the color is so intimidating. If I can get this guy open. So this beautiful purple blush. If there's any that are like particularly interesting, look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. And of course, these are very pigmented, so you just want to go in with a light hand, but if I just very softly blend this on my hand. You can see it's not nearly as intimidating as it looks. You just want to use a very soft approach. We put a little bit of shimmer on top. It's just beautiful, and it doesn't look too intimidating. You just want to go in very light-handed. Next, again from our face palette drawer, I moved this in with the blushes. It's this Hourglass palette. There are 4 blushes in here, and I think that having all my blushes together will just help me to get better use out of all of them and not just neglect my face palettes like I had been doing. Next, another one from the face palette drawer is this beautiful Natasha Denona Love Glow palette. These were in my face palette video, but now I have them with my blushes. So we have a cream blush, and then we have like 2 toppers and a highlighter in here. Super beautiful. And also the Bloom palette from Natasha Denona. This was also in my face palette video. And here we have 2 cream products and then 2 more highlighty topper products. So definitely want to get more use out of these. And then I also threw these 2 Alamar blush palettes in the back, again for my face palette drawer. We have the light and we have the deep shades. I think this is so gorgeous. And you can also use these as eyeshadows as well, but I just think these are gorgeous, gorgeous tones. Just super beautiful, especially if you did like blush streaking. Just gorgeous. Very light-handed, obviously, if you have a skin tone similar to mine. And if you have a deeper skin tone, I mean, these girls will show up. Faux show. Okay, now let's move to the side here. First, we have this little blush from Too Faced. This is the Love Flush. How Deep Is Your Love blush? This is a really pretty coral. I really wish they hadn't discontinued this product. I think these are really pretty blushes from Too Faced. I also have this one from The Balm. This is the Down Boy blush. This is definitely a favorite. This is such a pretty cool toned option, and it's like such a beautiful flush on the cheeks. I just think that's so gorgeous. I got that from a Try Beauty box. Next, we have this one from Milani. This is the Blossom Time Rose blush. This is so beautiful. This is probably one of my oldest blushes and one of my favorites. It's just a really pretty pink with like a gold shift. Almost has that like orgasm-y kind of vibe with the pink and gold. Just beautiful. And then, of course, cult classic Milani Illuminoso. Just a really pretty corally, shimmery blush. I really need to use this one more. It's so pretty. Next, we have a Patrick Ta blush. This one is She's Seductive. And it's like a really pretty, like neutral, beautiful shade. These are really subtle. Like you can hardly even see it on my finger. They had like a really pretty glow to the skin. It's beautiful. Next, we have this one from Natasha Denona. This is the Duo Glow in the shade Alba. And this is a corally, goldy, like highlighter blush. Super, super beautiful. Hiding back here, we have a Laura Geller blush in the shade Papaya. Super pretty. And last but certainly not least, I have this one here in a fun little pouch. This is one from Tom Ford. And this is the Skin Illuminating Powder Duo in Incandescent. And this is actually a blush and highlighter. I have not even swatched these yet. So let's do that together. Those are the shades. They look really super beautiful. Okay, so let's move on to our next little container. So here is our next little container, and I'll start with these little Lorac blushes. First, I have two Lorac blushes. This one here is in Prism. This is such a beautiful, soft, pinky, peachy, like soft baby nude shade. It's so pretty. I love these Lorac blushes. This one, and we have Spectra. They are just so beautiful. I think the blushes are like probably one of my favorite products from Lorac. Okay, so next, let's start in the front here. We have some MAC blushes. The first one is the MAC. These are the, I think they're called the Glow Play Blush. This is in So Natural. These are like a cream to powder. I'd like to put these with my creams, but I'll keep them with these. Kind of like running out of room with my creams, plus my other MAC blushes are here. This is like a really pretty shade, just very like a soft apricot, super gorgeous. And then I have two MAC powder blushes. These are actually two of my newest blushes. I just got these during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. And this first one is in Melba. It's a beautiful peachy shade. And then I also have this one in Blush Baby. So we've got like a cooler toned mauvey pink and then this softer like nudie peach. Super pretty. So I'm excited to play with these. Next, we have some Hourglass blushes. I've got a little mini here, and this is in the shade Luminous Flush. Like a soft pink with this like cream marble finishing powder running through it. That's Luminous Flush. We've got Dim Infusion, which is a softer pink. We have Ethereal Glow, which looks like a more cool tone pink. So let's look at these three together, kind of compare them. So it looks like there's like a bright pink, a soft pink, and a cool pink. Next we have Incandescent Electra, which is also like a peachy corally pink. I guess sort of reminiscent of this bright one, but that's a little bit pinkier, a little cooler. Let's just set these out, because I think it's kind of fun to see the comparison between the different shades. Like even these two look kind of similar, but this one's much lighter. And same with these two, the more cool tone. This has definitely got more pink running through it, and it's a brighter pink. And then our last one is Diffused Heat. And this is another pink. I guess it's a slightly deeper, slightly pinkier than this one. But they're all like variations on a pink blush. Next we have some Kosas blushes. These are the powder blushes. The first one we have is Contra Chroma. This one's a little bit more nudish, like a softer nude shade, and this one I think is peachy. Yeah. So you have like more of like a neutral nude and more of like a peachy shade. in the Kosas formula. And then last we have Kylie, and this is in Close to Perfect. And we have this beautiful, like, neutrally colored blush. Then if we move to the other side, the first ones we have are some cheek pops from Clinique. So first I have the Pansy Pop. I thought this shade was so unique, this like pinky purple. It just reminds me of like sort of like springtime Easter eggs. I don't know. Cute. And then we've got this peachier one in Pink Honey Pop, which is just such a beautiful soft peachy pink. I guess more peachy. Yeah, super beautiful. Next from Buxom, I have one blush, and that is the color Seychelles. And it is a really pretty soft pinky peach. We're seeing a pattern here. I definitely like those more neutral toned peaches and pinks and such. Now we have some Becca blushes. We have 5 of these. So the first one is in Camellia. This is a bright, sparkly, shimmery pink. And then we have Wild Honey. This is my favorite one. It's more neutral, as you can see. Then we also have Flower Child. Definitely a favorite. This also has that like kind of orgasm-y, pinky, peachy, gold flashing vibe. Oops. Then we also have Songbird. This is like a shimmery peach. And last we have Snapdragon. And this is our like brighter, kind of corally. It's hard to tell. This one might actually be a little closer to Orgasm. Orgasm's in here somewhere, so we'll see. But yeah, just like a nice little collection of Becca blushes that I love very much. Actually, here's Orgasm. Oh boy. Okay, so let's get this back open. And here is Orgasm from Nars. So I think that might be the closest, or maybe Flower Child. I know it's hard to tell in this lighting, but these definitely kind of all speak the same language. Though I'll have to say this is a little lighter, this is a little darker, and this is a little bit more pink. These both have a little bit more peach in them. So that's nice. It's nice to have variety. I don't want to really have dupes hanging out in my collection, but I love these formulas. And then we have one more Nars. Speaking of Nars, and it is this one right here, wedged in the back. This is in Adoration, and this is their dual intensity blush. So we have like a shimmery side and a maybe a less shimmery. Yeah, like a satin and a shimmer. Super pretty though. Even if you did like a highlighter and a blush, gorge. All right, so let's go ahead and go over the last of our powder blushes before we jump into some creams. Okay, so here is the last of our blushes. I think these are some of my older blushes. I guess there are some newer ones in here too. Kind of a mixed bag. Let's start right here with the first one. This is a Kkkw Beauty blush. This is in the shade Grace. This might have been like the very first like high-end blush I bought when I was starting to collect all this makeup, but this is a really pretty peachy tone, of course. You know me and these peachy tones. And then next I have some by Urban Decay. Let's see, I have Fetish. This is like a really pretty like mauve-y pink. And this one is Video. I definitely want to wear these more because these shades are so beautiful. These are like my shades. I mean, I feel like I keep showing you guys the same 2 shades over and over and over again, but we like what we like, right? Here's one that's a little different. This is from Mented, and this is a gorgeous blush. This is in Peach for the Stars. This is like a really pretty shimmery orange. It reminds me a bit of the one from the Jouer palette, but so gorgeous. Like beautiful little gold glitters running through it, but not like a glittery blush, just like little bits of shimmer and light. Oh, gorgeous. Beautiful summer blush. Then we have 2 from NYX. I really like this blush formula. First of all, I was searching for a yellow blush for a hot minute before I found this one, and I love it. I've used this one for blush draping quite a bit. It is so pretty. It's so bright. And these are kind of a little bit creamier, like a cream to powder. And I have this one. Oh! And this one is in Citrine Rose. I got this one during my little Target shop with me video. So gorgeous. Don't ask me the rhyme or reason as to why I'm swatching some and not others. It's just I'm moving as the spirit moves me here. When I see like unique or different formulas, original colors, it's fun to share them with you. I have 2 from ColourPop. These are both from the Kathleen Lights collab. I don't remember what they were called because these are just generic little components. I think one of them was like Lunar Hazard or something, and the other one was, I forget. They're both like kind of astrology sounding, or even like astronomy sounding things like stars and stuff. But this was like a peachier one, and then I think this was a pinky one, kind of like a deeper mauve. Again, that cool tone mauve I seem to like, with like a little bit of more like nude, neutrally undertones. Nothing too bright with these guys. And I know Kathleen said she loved to like mix these 2. I think these were the 2 she mentioned were like her favorite shades when she did the collab. I hardly ever reach for these, so I'm hoping to reach for them more. I also took all my drugstore blushes, mixed them with my high ends, mixed everything together. I just want to use what I have. I have these 3 from Too Faced. I also decluttered a bunch of stuff to my sister and niece, so that definitely helped my drawers. So I have these 3 from Too Faced. I have Pomegranate, and this one has a pretty sparkly purple. I love these like purpley toned, so pretty blushes. It just seems so unique. A little pink and purple. Like, you didn't see anything else, I don't think, as we've gone over that looked quite like that. And then we have this one here, which is like my Melons. I hate Too Faced's tacky names for things, but this one has a gold and a pretty coral peach. And then we have this one, which is Papaya Pop, and this one is a softer peach with a gold. So these are really pretty. I like, this is my favorite one though, the plum one. I think it's so unique and pretty. And then moving here to the back of our little organizer, we've got these 2 guys from Bare Minerals. We have this more nude one, or no, this is the peachy one. This is that peach though, which I think is really cute. It's like a really pretty soft peachy tone. This is such a beautiful formula. And then this is the more nude one, which I really like, which is Let's Go Nude. It's just like a very neutral tone. It's not pink or peach. It's kind of more like on the brown side, but I think that can be so warm and beautiful. Love, love, love. And then we have one from Ciate London. This is the Marbled Light in Halo. This is so pretty. It just reminds me of Hourglass with that swirl pattern. I think this is like such a pretty mauvey, like soft glowy mauvey blush. Super gorgeous. Then we have 2 here from Flower Beauty. If I can get them out of here. We have this first one, which is in Warm Hibiscus. This is another kind of orgasm-like shade with the pink and the gold flip, and it's a little bit shimmery. And then we've got a matte version. This is in Peach Primrose, and that's just a matte peachy tone blush. These are such gorgeous blushes, and I love this formula. And then last for the powder blushes, I have 3 from Laura Geller, and these are just so cool and unique. This one is in Sunswept. I want to swatch all 3 of these. because I have wanted to declutter these a couple times just to make room, and then I swatch them and I'm like, nope. Like, we've got that gorgeous glowy peachy brown shade. We've got this Catalina shade, which is a softer cool tone mauve pink. Super beautiful. I just can't. These are such good blushes. And then this one is an apricot berry. This one's a little bit more purpley. Just beautiful. Love all three of these. Now let's move on to some creams. So this first little basket of like cream blushes is actually a little bit more liquid. So we'll start with these top ones from Miss Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Glowgasm Beauty Light Wand in Pinkgasm. We also have the Beauty Light Wand High Blush Glowgasm in Peachgasm. And then we also have these two from Ofra. We have Loyal and Authentic. One's a little bit more peach, one's a little bit more pink. Then I have one from NYX. This is the Sweet Cheek Soft Cheek Tint. This is in the shade Almost Famous. Then I have a few from Flower. These are the Flower Blush Bombs. I have Nectar, Pinched, and Cinnamon. Love these. I also have one from Maybelline. This is the Cheek Heat in Nude Burn. I have a few from Glossier. I have Dawn, which is like a pretty coral color, and then I have Storm, which is like this mulberry kind of deeper burgundy shade. I have one from Milani in Rose Romance. This is that shade. And then this is actually a highlighter, but I use it as a glowy blush. And this is the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Glow highlighter in the shade Joy. So it's like a pinky, like a shimmery pinky liquid blush. And I like mixing it with this Rare Beauty in Bliss. So like these two mixed, I think is like beautiful. And then I also have the shade Joy, of course. Could not. So this is a corally, glowy blush from Rare Beauty. So I have the matte and the glowy. But I turn the matte glowy with my highlighter. And then I have a few here from Juicy Pang. These are all different like fruit blushes. These are in a haul video. I'm not sure what they're all called because it's not written on here, but there's like apricot and papaya. So definitely check out that video if you want to know the names, but I have a bunch of them. This like apricot-y peach one, this little corally guy. This is probably my favorite one. It's just such a pretty color. It's like a purpley mauve. Got a brighter pink. This is like more of like a true mauve. And then this brighter citrusy, like burnt orange. And then we have a kind of true purple and this like dark nude. Super pretty. So I love this little basket. I think it's so cute. Okay, let's look at the next one. So next in this little container, we have firstly a few from Lila B. We have Be Daring. It's a bright corally orange. We have Be Lovely, which is like more of a nude shade. And we also have Be Sassy. And this one is more of a pink. So we have Be Daring, Be Sassy, and Be Lovely. Next we have a few from Fenty Beauty. We have the cream blush in Petal Poppin'. And I also have, I think this is Fenty Glow. Yeah, this is the Fenty Glow cream blush. And then in here I also have the Fenty Glow Diamond Bomb because this is more of like a blush topper. Super pretty. Next we have a few from e.l.f. And I know a lot of people have been like, you know, why can't we find the names on these things? It's actually written on the label here, the little side label. It's just super hard to see. Yeah, like right there it says Fiji. So super hard to see. So I just wrote in marker on the bottom so I would be able to see them easier. This is Fiji. These are the e.l.f. putty blushes. And then this one is in the shade Bali. It's like more of a nude. And then this last one is in the shade Bahamas. This is more of like a brownie peach. Super pretty. And then here along the side, I have this one from Beauty. This is in the shade Peach Blush. This is the Butter Lip and Cheek Balm. And it's just a little kind of terracotta-y peachy cream blush. Then I have a couple from Wander Beauty. These are lip and cheek balms. This is the Double Date Lip and Cheek. I have Sweet Talker and Swipe. So this is Sweet Talker. And this is Swipe. And then the pink one is in Rendezvous and Swipe. So Rendezvous is the pink and Swipe is the clear. You could either use that as like a lip balm or maybe like a glowy highlighter. The kind of highlighter you might use for like a no makeup look, that kind of glossy cheek. I'm thinking you could probably use that for that type of application as well as a lip balm. So that's pretty cool. And then another one of my newest blushes that I got during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, though this was not on sale, I just really wanted to try it. This is the Ritual Defeat Cream Blush in the shade Desire. And I just thought this color was so pretty. It's like a deep mauve-y brown shade. I don't know if you guys can see it that well, but I just thought that was such a gorgeous color. So very excited to try this little formula. And then we have one here from Hulka. This is the Jelly Dough Blusher. It's like a really pretty apricot shade. So just like a pretty little jelly blush. Then I have two from Tower 28. We have the Beach Please blushes in Magic Hour, and this is the Bronzino. Oh, this is a bronzer. Girl, this should be in my bronzer drawer. Okay, good to know. So I just have one Tower 28 blush. I thought I had two. I will have to get some more. Not really, because I have too many blushes, but this is my only Tower 28 blush, it would appear. And then the last one is this one from Milani. This is the Cheek Kiss in the shade Nude Kiss. That is the Milani cream blush. And I will put this with my bronzers. And now we are down to our last little section of blushes. I do want to note that I will be ordering, if I can get my hands on them, 3 more Nude Sticks blushes on the day that Nude Sticks are on sale on the 21 Days of Beauty. So imagine that I have 3 more of these guys. I have Sweet Peach Peony from Nude Sticks. It actually comes with a little brush end, which I don't use. And then the top part is a little cream blush. Now there's not a ton of product in these blushes. So that's basically it. But it's okay because I have a lot of blush and I tend to not go through it that quickly. So, but I wanted to just be totally transparent about the fact there's not a ton of product in here. But I want to get, it's like bareback. Let me see the ones I want to get. Okay, so I found my little list here. I want to get Naughty and Spice in this size. I want to get in the nude, and I want to get bareback in this size blush. So imagine I have those 3 because I haven't even ordered them yet. I think they go on sale next week. Also, we have a Charlotte Tilbury. It's a little bit skudgy, sorry. This is the Seduce Blush Pretty Youth Glow Filter. We've got a highlight and a blush, and they are both cream products. So I have these guys from Charlotte Tilbury. Then we have a couple Kosas cream blush highlight duos. This first one is in Velvet Melon. So here is Velvet Melon. We've got a cream blush and cream highlighter. And then the other one is in 8th Muse. These are both the intense version. So you have the pink cream blush and a highlighter with a little bit of a pinky shift. We have another nude sticks. This is the Sweet Peach Peony little guy. So these have even less product in them, very small. But I really like this shade, which is why I ordered the larger size, I think last year. And then I have another one. This is in Sunkissed. It's a little bit more of like a nudie shade. Then from Milk Makeup, I have two of these little mini guys. I have this first one, which is the Glow Oil Lip and Cheek. This is in the shade Flare. And it's like a bright coral. And then I have this guy in this shade, I think this is in Work. It's like a pretty little nude shade, like a peachy nude. And then next I have one from ColourPop. This is in 25-7. I just remember because I've looked at this, I'm pretty sure, yeah. Oh, there it is. Yeah, 25-8 is the shade. Got another kind of like a nudie peach shade. And then also from ColourPop, I think this is Between the Sheets. Yeah. This is a Super Shock blush. See, I've made quite a little divot in this guy. It's really nice. And I also have one here from Lancome. This is their little macaroon collection. This is a cream coral blush. Really beautiful. So that was my blush collection. I hope you guys enjoyed going over all of these products, and it was really fun. It was nice to talk with you guys and show you guys what's inside my drawer, what I've hung on to, what I've kept, what I'm interested in panning, what I'm excited to purchase, all that good stuff. So everything about my blush. I hope that was fun. I really enjoyed talking with you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed watching that. I love you all so much, and until the next video, bye.